This may come as a bit of a shock, but I don't like creepers very much, especially not creepers in my storage system. A little over a month ago, on July 10th, I streamed on Scarworld, but then I kind of disappeared for a while, and I think the only way to describe why I haven't streamed or uploaded from here in ages is that I've been busy. Busy gathering 150,000 blocks for my mega base because conveniently I already have the design of it done and in schematic form. In other words, all I gotta do is just fill in the blocks and basically follow what is an instruction manual in Minecraft. In fact, part 1 of my mega base currently resides right here in all of these chests. I'll say a lot of hard work, tears, and diamonds were spent to obtain all these materials in survival mode. And to clarify, I'm primarily talking about the 2,500 observers and 10,000 red nether brick blocks that I needed. Oh yeah, and 22 stacks of blast furnaces was not very fun either, let's just say. But we have all this stuff now, and I even have a ton of extra stuff just sitting around here. Oh, and by the way, I've been making a collection of deep slate diamond ore. I almost have a full stack, and there were just 3 more right there to add to my collection. But anyways, you're probably wondering how I got all of this stuff. And it wasn't easy. The red nether bricks came in directly from this massive netherware farm, which you can see here, which is extremely satisfying to harvest, although I actually harvested it using a fortune pickaxe, not the automatic harvest, because it gave me even more. We're not going to talk about how many times I had to replant this thing. Oh, and you know this big cavern that we're just kind of sitting in, like that this giant farm is in, and there's also a few other farms down here, by the way. You'll see that later on. But the reason this cavern exists is because I needed 50,000 regular stone in addition to cobblestone and other things for crafting things like observers and furnaces and pistons. You get the idea. But now I think we should take a journey back in time and tell the story of my first month here on Scarworld. If you like what you see here, consider dropping a like and hitting that subscribe button down below. It helps support the channel and I really appreciate it. Thank you. Yay, I'm so good at the game. I already have going to the nether achievement. That's so epic. I will actually get that redstone, and there might be diamonds, you never know. I'm not gonna just like leave this ravine and not check all the potential diamond areas. Pretty much full on everything that I have. Yeah, there's... Oh my gosh, chat, see what I said? I told you we needed to go back here and look because there are diamonds. I knew it was worth it. I knew it. I knew it'd be worth looking back here. Oh, this is so good. There's 4 more diamonds, 5 more diamonds. Let's go. Oh, wow, thank you. Thank you for just... That's just my keybinds being bad. I hate my keybinds. Needless to say, that was an unfortunate end to that stream, but I did get my stuff back, which was nice. And fast forward a couple weeks from there, maybe like a week and a half, and we were ready to go kill the Ender Dragon along with everyone else on the server, which was a little bit laggy. I really didn't do a ton during that time. I just did a bunch of resource gathering, like netherite mining. I built my little starter house, which you'll probably see off done later. And I was definitely ready to get an elytra. Funny thing is, there were a few people who just immediately started bridging out into the void the second that we got into the end and just didn't even try to fight the dragon. I kind of started to fight the dragon, then realized that it had been modified to have like 20 times as much health, and it would be easier just to kind of sit around and wait for it to die on its own. After about 15 minutes of just continuous dragon fighting, we killed the dragon. I say we, I had like very little to do with it. But at that point, we were all set to go and look for elytras and stuff in end cities, which took way longer than it should have because I kept finding already looted end cities, which was super annoying. But eventually, I did acquire myself an elytra, and it was time to go make a shop so that I could earn some diamonds from selling valuable spice, which is that little thing that the bounty hunters and pirates are always trying to steal from each other in Star Wars, and they never actually show what it looks like because it actually is just golden carrots. I have really no idea what I was doing here. This is sped up 8 times, and it's just me bouncing around in circles and then like figure eights. I must have been having a little bit of ADD and boredom combined here. It was just a funny thing that I encountered when looking back in the replay files. Oh, and now I'm doing it just above this time. Oh yeah, and this gap here in the time lapse is me getting Blackstone sped up massively because that took a lot longer than it did here. It only took a few seconds here, but not in reality. I finally did finish the ceiling here. I'm usually bad about finishing ceilings and stuff, but I really wanted to get this area done so that I have a nice spot to hang out in where my melon and pumpkin farm is so that I can get all of the spice from my villagers. And here was me at a soul sand valley I had just destroyed to get a huge amount of soul sand. What else, I guess? Okay, so right here, this was actually insane. I dug out this area just so I could build more of my netherwort farm, and I found like 5 or so like diamond veins, all within about like 3 chunks or something. And I've never found this many diamonds on the same level, like this close together before. I don't know like how rare this is. I don't know if Mojang changed the generation of diamonds in 1.17. I think they're going to like 1.18. I don't know for sure, but I didn't remember hearing anything about it in 1.17. I could be very wrong. Also, why is it just World War III down here? Can we not have every single mob ever? It was a good find because I needed those diamonds to fund my slime needs for my mega base because I needed a lot of slime, and those diamonds came in handy for that. I also took a little break and I helped another member of the server with his like copper drown farm thingy, and I was able to sort out a water stream to make it continuously flow, so that was pretty cool. Yes, my dear viewers, those are diamonds in that wall, and yes, I did just leave them there because I am just too epic to mine them. Remember my netherwort farm from a minute or 2 ago? Well, this is it now. Do you guys feel old yet? No, because it's been like 2 minutes. But I certainly lost several brain cells at least, if nothing else, while harvesting this farm like a dozen times. Never have I had a bigger adrenaline rush from mining concrete in a tiny little hole in the ground. After a huge amount of grinding, the day did arrive, the glorious day where I got to craft up 10,000 red nether bricks. I'm never doing this again. It was totally worth it, but also I'm not doing it ever again. Unless, of course, I do another build that needs red nether brick. My mega base happens to contain a couple flying machines, so I thought it might be a decent idea to do a little test run to make sure they work on the server. And it also happens to require 23 wither skulls, 3 of which get turned into a beacon. That was a lot of hours of sitting at that nether fortress, let's just say. And now, for the moment you've all been waiting for, it's back. The return of the Venator Star Destroyer. This time, I won't be spending 6 months building it. In fact, by the end of the next episode, it will be completed. Remember how I said I wasn't making an interior for it yet? Well, that's true. At the time, I wasn't. Well, let's just say that might be changing in the near future. And that's not all. Once the Venator is fully completed, the real challenge begins. I will be taking on the construction of Coruscant once more. I failed on the previous server to build Coruscant, but not this time. Hope you guys have a great rest of your day, and that's all for this video. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Sbeev, and I'll see you in the next video or live stream. Bye!